Right, let's get started this morning, guys, with something I don't think I've ever done on the channel, and that's pretty much just start with a review. I'll let you in a little secret, right? As a Z- grade YouTube person, you are bombarded with requests to review lights. Just lights. One thing, lights. I have no idea why. It's like the one thing you get sent as a Z grade YouTube person. Anyway, I want to talk about this light because there are 3 features on it that I really like, and it's the 3 things that I look for in a light, and it has ticked all those boxes. So I'm talking about the OLIGHT RN 1500. 1500, that's going to tick the first box for us, guys. That is 1500 lumens, which is a lot of luminography, making that word up. I am massive about daylights, and this ticks that box. Second reason I'm talking to you about this light is its mounting solution. These are the deal breakers for me 9 times out of 10. You get these great lights with super lumens, but you can't put them on your bike anywhere. This comes with a built-in Garmin mount, which I love because obviously you've got the situation where it comes with its own mount, which you can use, that's fine. It also comes with a GoPro edition piece, so you can put the GoPro on it, clip it in quite nicely in that nice neat under solution, or for all you stem cap vloggers out there, it slots nicely on there. Look at that neat, nice little solution. Lumens, form factor, now I remember. 1500 lumens, that's all good and well, but this comes with something they call like an anti-glare feature, which I kind of maybe read as a little bit of marketing, but it's legit. Now I've shot some really good examples of this. That's a 1500 lumen flash, and whilst it's obviously like catches the eye, you can see it's coming. It's not over the top, because you know a lot of the time you see those big, like those lights that just blast and they blind the people that see it. For me, who will run that 1500 lumens, who will run it with the intention of being seen, it's a nice safety addition as far as I'm concerned. It is running a USB-C charging port, which I love, and in turn means that you get really super fast charging, which is what you want. And had no problems with 4 hours of day flash. It's got plenty more, so I haven't had any sort of hiccups with its battery life, no hiccups with its performance so far, so I can sit here right now and say with those features that I just mentioned, it's a good buy. Now, I say it's a good buy because I'm going to put a link below this video. It's a link directly to a sale that the OLIGHT are doing. Yeah, it's like 80 bucks or something, like it's like half price. I should have probably researched that before I talked about it, but it's like a good price. Oh, I'm so bad. I totally forgot. Part of the deal is it comes with the CME 30, which is the rear light for free, okay? 80 bucks, front light, rear light, really cool, nice little setup. I'm really sorry, this is terrible. No wonder no one gets me to do this stuff. All right, bye. So I might try and take the camera to some of the club races over the weekend, but just wanted to quickly mention, thanks guys for all that feedback about the type of bikes to recommend to people. It's been a really interesting conversation. If you haven't checked that video out, do. I'll link it below. I think you all gathered what I was trying to say, that the options are there, the choice is there. I just wonder a lot of the time whether people are being sold the right thing. And I think you guys are sort of agreeing with me on that. Anyway, all right. Did you guys see GCN Racing broadcasting stuff here in Australia sorry, I didn't explain that, did I? For like the upcoming Pro Tour season? Massive game changer here. Like, if that goes online, I could open this up to a whole different audience. Like GCN Racing did Sun Tour. Like, you think about it, it could turn into that sort of, if you put a broadcast together, there's no reason why you couldn't end up on it. Why couldn't the NRS be on there? Anyway, speaking of racing, go for it, shall we? I didn't mention, in the starting to race video, I sort of said that I'd start talking a little bit about admin type stuff. I will do that, but I should mention in the short term that Cycling New South Wales and a lot of the state governing bodies at the moment have a try racing program happening where you can go and try racing without committing to a full license. So I'll put the links below. Hashtag try racing. So great little initiative, actually. Good on them. Nice one, Ryan. So what are we going to work on today, guys? Well, for me, positioning. So this is the first race back at Heffron since that one that I showed you last time. And yeah, I'm going to be more aggressive with positioning. So that essentially means, I suppose, risking it a bit more, dropping back a lot more, letting gaps go a bit more, forcing myself to jump across them. What else have we got? What else have we got? Well, look, we're definitely... I think the cadence thing is probably less of a factor. Heffron tends to be dominated by guys pushing a big gear. So that kind... And I think the point with the cadence stuff was more about the right gear selection for when you're accelerating. And Leo, myself, and Jesse haven't really ridden that well together yet. So I'd like to get a bit more of a flow going. And a lot of that's my fault, just because I suppose I've been quite negative. But anyway, Sydney Uni here, peeps. Respect. My club. There it is, look at that. And, is that a Power Ranger? No? Oh, there's a wedding. Ah, isn't that lovely? But Power Ranger content and wedding content. This channel is just going to explode. The problem with actually putting these videos up of me racing is that people who know what they're doing actually call you out for a lot more stuff than what you call yourself out for. So in that Southern Cross video, you will notice that there's a point where I follow an attack, I'm in a little line, and the kid in front of me attacks, and I let him go. And that, my friends, is poor form. That was the move to follow. I had a free sit, and what did I elect to do? Take the lazy option and sit there, and probably flick my elbow for someone else to cover it. So don't do that. I won't do that today. I probably will do that today. All right, the horses just ran past. There you go, Ramwick's operating. Check us out. 3 screens of Criterium action. And also, I'm upping the music, guys. I got some comments about my Muzak, my elevator Muzak. So we're going to continue that as a bit of a theme. Guys, look, I'll talk a bit more specifically about this race as the week goes on. But I just want to show really a cracking club race. Like, that's really all I'm doing here. I don't want to go too much into tactics or this and that. I just want to show how good club racing can be. So I just want to quickly set the scene here for you. So you got Leo, bottom left. He's been in a break with 3 or 4 other guys, and it has just come back for the first 20 minutes of the race. And the race is going to restart, but this might hopefully give you a real sense of just real attacking, aggressive club racing at its best. So follow my screen up the top. So Leo has just been brought back. Theoretically, it's my turn now to kind of spark it up and get going. So let's go. And so I'm going to attack here coming up to the Pimplon. And let's just watch maybe Jesse on the back there. He's going to kind of let a little bit of the gap go, and then maybe follow some, because he doesn't need to sort of immediately weld me or anything. He's just going to let a few other guys go across and do that and drift himself back in case my sort of move comes back. So coming up into the last right-hand corner here, you can see I'm not really getting much of a gap. Oh, that's right. I know what happens here. So we come down onto the straight, and I know, so I'm still on the front there, that I'm going to get swamped, right? I know everyone's on my wheel. I'm going to get swamped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go far right-hand side, because I don't want someone whacking me here and putting me completely in the box. Only problem was I put Jesse in the gutter, who was going to attack down the right-hand side. Brilliant. We had words about that. Anyway, he's going to attack no matter what. So we're off. We're attacking again. Jesse's attacking, and we're all down the straight full gas. So let's have a look at Jesse's on the front there, driving it away. I'm sort of trying to recover after my attack, but I'm pretty kind of confident I'm going to come back. And then Leo doing the same sort of thing, and Jesse's attack is a sit-up merchant, which means it's probably Leo's time to go, and perfectly timed with Liam Kelly, a super experienced rider at Heffron, and he's attacked at the perfect time over the top there. And the thing, actually, it's interesting, I don't know if he does, but hopefully he does for the sake of this vlog. He's going to commit to this effort. And that's sometimes you don't see that when people attack. They'll just attack, and if they don't get a gap within 2 or 3 seconds, they're like, oh, well, that wasn't worth it. But he's fully committing to that. And that's something maybe we can talk about another time. But anyway, and Leah's going to roll through. They've actually got a gap. Let's have a look back to my camera. Yeah, my camera. And yeah, they've sort of got a little bit of a gap. And you can probably tell at this point, my positioning's a bit better. I'm not so 3rd or 4th or 5th wheel the whole time, which is, I suppose, a small positive there. And Leah's going to come out of what they call the squircle, still on the front. You can see Jesse's screen, you can see me, so you could theoretically say it's probably my turn to go again, but we're going pretty quickly. Like, we're doing sort of almost 50 k's an hour, and for me, I'm going to struggle to attack over the top of the bunch when we're doing 50 k's an hour. It was very rare on Saturday that there wasn't much wind, so which is kind of means there's less selective elements to the course. But anyway, let's kind of sit down and maybe watch a little bit more of it before we crack on. So I'm just looking for a little gap to find to go through, and on the outside, I actually find sometimes attacking just coming into corners can be useful for me because I can take some of these corners quite well. And there we go. So I'm going to go and attack, come through that corner, and really the whole thing restarts. And it was like this. It was like this for the whole race. It was just something was away, something wasn't away. So it's just a big hats off, actually, to everyone who pinned a number on Saturday and decided to take lumps out of each other and go for it. Actually, what does happen here? Sorry, I'm going to have a quick look here. Actually got a bit of a gap. That's interesting. So Jesse sort of just left me hang there and forced other people to bridge across. That's cool. There you go. Didn't know that happened. There you go. Maybe you need a rear-facing camera to pick some of this stuff. But good race, and from everyone involved. What do you reckon, mate? That was hard.
It was hard. Unpredictable.
Yeah.
This is a proper race.
Yeah, that was.
Very cagey. It's good.
Proper race, I
A
like
lot
that.
of very dangerous moves all day. Well, we were in it, but sometimes it doesn't come together the way we want.
Got any thoughts on the sprint?
Not particularly. It's a classic club.
Yeah.
Scratch race sprint finish.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's, we're just thinking about it. Maybe, I don't know. Leo's got a bit of a pop to him, so probably should try and see how he goes. Just have a bit of fun with it. Like, we were just saying, that's a pretty rare situation to come to almost a bunch finish in a club race, but it's like a funny bunch because everyone's pretty absolutely stuffed. So it was kind of, yeah, different to a normal club race. Cracking race though. So it's 5 p.m, it's twilight, there's not much light left in the sky, and it's obviously flashing up really nicely here. Doesn't seem to be too over the top, just the same setting as what I had on during the day. So, no, look, I've been really impressed with this, so I'll obviously drop that link below and get on board, 'cause it's a pretty good package. We'll see you tomorrow, hey? Third is what they call, like, I don't know what they call it actually. Let's, Chris, research this before you talk about it, will you? Amateur hour!